Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, distinguished colleagues and participants. It is my pleasure to be here at UNES International Conference on English Language Teaching, Literature, and Translation, ELTLT 2025. I am Dila Karisma, and together with my promoters, Ibu Zulfa Sahia and Ibu Yuliati, I will be presenting our research entitled Profiling Prospective EFL Teachers Digital Literacies, Insights from Hague and Payton's Framework and Martin's Levels. The study explores how prospective EFL teachers develop and engage with digital literacy in their learning journey, and how this relates to their future roles as educators in the 21st century. Now, allow me to share the flow of my presentation. I will begin with a background of the study to set the context. Then I will highlight the research gap and explain the rationale behind conducting this research. After that, I will outline the objectives and research methods. Next, I will present the key findings, followed by the implication of those findings for teacher education. Finally, I will draw a conclusion before opening the floor for discussion. Let's go to the background of the study. In today's digital world, digital literacy has become indispensable for teachers. It is not only a technical requirement, but also a pedagogical necessity for EFL educators. In particular, digital literacy is essential in designing engaging, creative, and safe learning environments for students who are themselves growing up as digital natives. The study draws on two theoretical frameworks. First, Hague and Payton 2010, who conceptualized digital literacy across 8 dimensions, including functional skills, creativity, evaluation, communication, collaboration, cultural awareness, information searching, and also e-safety. Second, Martin 2006, who frames digital literacy as a progressive journey consisting of 3 levels: competence or basic operational ability, usage or purposeful application, and transformation or the innovative integration of technology for pedagogical change. Talking about a research gap, while digital literacy has attracted growing scholarly attention, research focusing specifically on EFL teacher candidates remains limited. Very few studies have combined Hague and Payton's multidimensional framework with Martin's developmental levels. This dual approach is crucial because it captures not only the range of digital practices, but also the depth of teacher engagement with digital tools. Furthermore, most existing studies rely heavily on self-reported data. These studies suggest that While many prospective teachers, especially EFL teachers, can use digital tools functionally, there are clear gaps when it comes to creativity, critical evaluation, and especially transformative use. Talking about research rationale, this research is motivated by the idea that future teachers must be more than just competent users of digital tools. They need to integrate technology pedagogically, ethically, and creatively to prepare their students to I'm sorry, for the demands of the 21st century. By profiling the digital literacy of prospective EFL teachers, we can identify their strengths and weakness, which can directly inform curriculum design and teacher training programs. As such, profiling also provides insights into how teacher education can better support pre-service teachers or prospective teachers to develop transformative practices that go beyond basic usage. The objective of our study are fourfold. First, to profile the digital literacy of prospective EFL teachers. Second, to examine the digital literacy levels using Martin's three-stage model. Third, to identify areas of strength and weakness in relation to Hague and Payton's eight dimensions. And fourth, to explore the distinction between level 2 or purposeful usage and level 3 or digital transformation. Through these objectives, we aim we aim to provide a nuanced understanding of where prospective teachers currently stand and what support they need to advance. Let me brief revisit Martin's three levels of digital literacy. Level 1, competence, refers to basic technical skills such as operating devices and navigating simple applications. Level 2, usage, involves applying these skills in purposeful contexts. For example, using digital platforms for academic assignments or communication. And level 3, transformation, goes further as it involves using technology innovatively and pedagogically to redesign learning, foster collaboration, and create meaningful change in the classroom. Our analysis uses these three levels to categorize prospective teachers' digital literacy practices. Meanwhile, Hague and Payton's eight dimensions over a complementary lens through their eight dimensions of digital literacy. These include functional skills or ICT abilities, creativity, critical thinking and evaluation, cultural and social understanding, collaboration, communication, the ability to find and select information, and number 8 is e-safety. Together, these dimensions provide a holistic way to profile digital literacy in teacher education. The research method in our study was, our study was conducted at a private university in West Java. The participants were prospective EFL teachers enrolled in the program. There are 26 participants completed a digital literacy questionnaire and test, and 5 of them also participated in a value of interviews. We adopted a qualitative descriptive design with thematic analysis. The combination of questionnaire, test, and interview allowed us to triangulate the data and gain a deeper understanding of how the service teachers practice and perceive digital literacy. Then, talking about finding, our finding reveals several interesting trends. From the questionnaire, we found high levels of collaboration at 92% and communication at 88%, both of which fall into level 2 or usage. Creativity appeared at level 3 for some participants, particularly in their use of tools like Canva and CapCut for innovation. Information searching also showed transformative practices when students relied on Google Scholar for academic purposes. The digital literacy test confirmed these patterns. Most participants were situated at level 2 for functional skills, while only a few reached level 3 in creativity, information search, and safety. The interviews offered more nuanced insight. Most students reported relying heavily on familiar platforms such as WhatsApp, Google Docs, and Canva. Interestingly, one participant consistently demonstrated level 3 practices, showing how creativity and cultural awareness could extend into both classroom and entrepreneurial contexts. The overall findings, when we combined all data sources, we analyzed 208 coded responses. The distribution was tracking 81% of responses fell into level 2, level 2 or digital usage. 16% reached level 3 or digital transformation, and only 3% remained at level 1 or digital competence. This clearly indicates that most prospective EFL teachers are functional users of digital tools. However, transformative practices are emerging, albeit on a smaller scale, especially in creativity and academic transformation searching. Talking about the implication, these findings carry important implication for teacher education. First, teacher preparation programs need to scaffold the transition from usage to transformation, enabling pre-service teachers to move beyond functional application. Second, critical reflection should be embedded in coursework to encourage thoughtful integration of digital tools. Third, intercultural communication and digital safety require greater emphasis, as they remain relatively underdeveloped. And finally, by fostering innovation and responsibility, we can prepare EFL teachers not only as competent users, but as transformative practitioners and responsible digital citizens. Let's go to the conclusion, ladies and gentlemen. To conclude, our study shows that prospective EFL teachers in West Java demonstrate strong functional digital literacy, particularly in collaboration and communication. But their practices largely remain at level 2 usage. Transformative practices at level 3 are emerging, especially in creativity and information search, but they are still limited. Collaboration, communication, and cultural awareness remain functional rather than transformative. Therefore, teacher education programs must uh, embed opportunities for critical reflection, intercultural engagement, and advanced digital safety if we are to nurture teachers who can lead meaningful digital transformation in the classroom. Thank you very much for your kind attention. I would be happy to take any questions and comments. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.